Hey guys, Trinity here. Part 2 to my deck collection video. I do not have my oracles in here, and some of my decks that are for sale I am not showing today. This is the Green Witch Tarot, one of my first decks. Very, very cool. Okay. Not a good beginner's deck, just in my opinion. It can get a little confusing. Very nature-based, but they change a lot of the names. Okay. Next deck, The Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. One of my first decks. Very easily read. Excellent guidebook. Perfect. I love Ellen Dugan and I love her work. Next deck, The Classical Tarot by Barbara Moore. Excellent deck. Borderless. Love the imagery. Great beginner deck. Adorable. I love these cards. It's the backs. Next deck, one that I think most readers have in their collection, is the Morgan Greer Tarot. Borderless again, up close and personal. Okay, Morgan Greer, great beginner deck. This came in a kit I bought for someone. They didn't like it, so these are very thin and they're smaller than usual, but this is the Hanson Roberts. If you were to buy this deck, you'd get it in a bigger, little bit bigger of a version and not so papery thin. Bought this for someone, they didn't like it, so I just kept the little version. It's a good pocket version. Okay, Hanson Roberts. The first few that I'm showing you here in this line is the beginner decks that are easier. This is the Fenestra Tarot. They have little archways, very easy to read, excuse me. Okay, these are beautiful. Fenestra Tarot. Okay, now moving right along, this is the Dark Fairy Tale Tarot. I love the backs. It reminds me of like a coffin or a catacomb or something really cool. Dark Fairy Tale Tarot is a little on the darker side, but there's some characters from movies in here and such. I wouldn't use it as a beginner deck because there's a lot of symbols instead of words, and that may get confusing to someone who is new to tarot. Okay, next deck is the Vice Versa. Very, very, very gorgeous, but again, to a beginner, if you were beginning tarot, you might want to put this one aside if you grab it because it may confuse you a little bit. There's two sides to every situation. You do not have to use reversals with this deck, Vice Versa Tarot. This was a Russian deck. It's from Taro Studios. It's called the Forest Creatures Tarot. I have done a video and a walkthrough on these cards. Actually, I think I did two. These are gorgeous. One of a kind. Very, very beautiful. I love the imagery. There's a lot of fairies and elves in this deck. These are forest creatures. Okay, next deck is the Tarot de la Nuit. I edged the sides in a beautiful purple. Okay, a little bit darker too, some dark angels. Borderless, gorgeous, lots of use of purples in this deck. Very, very pretty, guys. Tarot de la Nuit. Next deck is the Tarot of the Elves. I love these backs. This one is, it's set up like a story, because this is elves. So it goes back to the story of, I forget the name of the main character, to look at the book again, but he's an elf, and they basically take you through his story instead of like the Rider-Waite kind of theme. Tarot of the Elves. Then we have the Crystal Visions Tarot, which I think everybody is familiar with. Okay. I trimmed and edged these. So they're a little smaller. Normally they would have a white border around them. Edge them in the purple also, because it matches the backs, which is gorgeous. Getting to the end here, the Sun and Moon Tarot. Cute. Okay. Now, I got two of the Doreen Virtue decks. I only use them once in a while. This one is the Doreen Virtue's Fairy Tarot. Okay. The reason that I really don't use these that often is because to me they're like a Tarot Oracle hybrid. While they have the messages on the cards, and you do understand if it's the Magician, it is set up like a Tarot Rider-Waite system, but it mixes the Oracle a little too much in there. So sometimes you can't always get the message. I don't know, I feel like these aren't like your typical tarot cards. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you won't get the details that you want, but I would prefer more of a Rider-Waite versus a Oracle hybrid. If I'm going to use a tarot, I'm going to use a tarot. If I'm going to use an Oracle, I'm going to use an Oracle. But one more Doreen Virtue Angel cards I just wanted to show you for those of you that don't have this deck. It is a gorgeous deck. It is a great beginner deck. But once again, it is set up like a Tarot Oracle hybrid. So if you're strictly tarot, these might not be for you. Okay, guys, and that is it for part 2 of my tarot deck collection. Have a great day. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe. Bye, guys.